Welcome to another BusinessMind tutorial. Today we will go over the process of putting an item on layaway. From our BusinessMind home screen, we click on Point of Sale to open the Point of Sale interface. Now, let's search for the customer. Select the customer and add them to the transaction. Now we can easily scan for the item we want to add on layaway, or we can look it up by SKU or model number, or even part of the description. In this case, I'm going to put in part of the SKU. Click on the item. When we bring up the item, we can see that we can take in a prepayment for this layaway, or we can create this layaway without taking in a prepayment. In this case, we will be taking in a prepayment for this layaway. Type in the amount of the prepayment and click the Charge Prepayment button. If you were not taking in a prepayment, you would check the box and click the Charge Prepayment button as well. But in that case, the transaction would be for $0. In this case, we are taking in a $100 prepayment. Let us record the transaction and print our receipt. Now the item is on layaway. Let's say Steve comes back into the store at a later date and would like to give us an additional prepayment for his layaway. Well, again, from the point of sale, we pull up the customer. You will note from the customer's details that he has one current layaway. Let's add the customer to the transaction. Now you should also see the little layaway icon to the right of the client's name. If we click this, it will display the items that this customer has on layaway. We can click this item to bring up its details. And again, it will list the prepayments that have been taken for this specific layaway. Now, we can hit the shopping cart if the customer was picking up this item today, or we can add additional prepayments. So in this case, let's add another $50 prepayment to this layaway. We type in the amount and click the Charge Prepayment button and record the transaction, and of course, print a receipt. Now let's go over the process of the customer picking up the layaway. So again, from the point of sale, we pull up the customer's name. And again, from the details, you will see current layaways. Let's add the customer to the transaction. Let's click on the little layaway icon to the right of the customer name. This will pull up the layaways that this customer has opened. You will note the total of the prepayments. At this point, the customer is picking up this item. So we hit the shopping cart icon, and this will add the item to the transaction as well as the prepayments. So you can see here, this item is $2,400, and this customer has $150 worth of prepayments towards this layaway. Click the Charge button and complete the transaction, and you're all set. I hope you enjoyed this episode of BusinessMind Tutorials. We will have another tutorial on how you can cancel a layaway, and that will be in the description below. So please click that link because it will go over the details on how you can cancel a layaway. Have a good one.